Hello, everyone. It's Cheryl. Welcome back to Friday. That means it's time for Muppin Sewing Emporium. How are you doing tonight? I am wonderfully well. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you're out there and you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Give me a like, a heart, or whatever. Give me a comment even if you're out there. I would love to hear from you tonight. You may see a familiar face here on Muppin Sewing Emporium tonight. We have indeed found Mr. Spooky. He was hiding in a box here in the building, and we were able to recover him. Mr. Spooky is back. He is back, and I'm very happy that he's back. He's right now hanging out in the spot where quilts will eventually be. But Mr. Spooky is back, and I am so glad I don't have to find another Mr. Spooky, because I don't think I could find another one. Tonight, also, I'm trying a new hair product tonight. So these are my natural waves. I have natural waves, which I don't normally do the natural waves. And tonight I'm natural waving. This is a Garnier Fructis product. Not endorsed, by the way. Just trying it out and happy so far. My friends, it is Friday, and that means it is time for Muppin Sewing Emporium. And I have lots of cool things to show you, because I'm here in Paducah. Welcome to beautiful downtown Paducah. And in downtown Paducah tonight, there is a cocktail trail event happening downtown. So this is new to me. I have not heard of this before, but apparently you buy a cocktail passport and you go around to the various restaurants and bars, and they give you little samples of cocktails that you are basically prepaid for with your passport, which is new to me. I had never heard of this before. So that is what's going on downtown tonight. There's also a new Paducah ordinance that says you can carry your alcohol from business to business, which is new. And they recommended that I get myself a liquor license so that I could serve alcohol here once we have a retail space. Am I going to cocktail while streaming? No, I don't think so, because that would be really difficult. But I am enjoying the fruits of the South, and that is sweet tea. Where has this been my whole life? Sweet tea, my friends. Sweet. I have only ever had unsweetened tea at a restaurant or a store, and then you had to add your own sweetener. No, it comes sweetened here in the South. And I am enjoying that. Liquor and quilts sounds like da bomb. It is. It's a lot of fun. And I'm sure that once we are open, we will do what we can to be open for events like what is happening downtown tonight. Tonight we do have a special. I'm kind of digging the curls though. I don't know if you're digging them. This is a new hair product. Just trying it out. Tonight. Oh, don't like that. Let's do that. Yes. We have a special special over on Facebook Live. It is very cool. I think you are going to like it. Tonight, our Facebook Live special is one. You can choose one of two things, and that is you can choose a pincushion cup pattern and a random punch cup, or you can get the salt cellar pattern and a random salt cellar. Now, I have to tell you, I have been collecting salt cellars for some time now, and I rather enjoy them. So tonight you can either get a pincushion kit. Well, it's not a kit, it's the pattern and the random salt cellar, or you can get the pincushion pattern and the random punch cup. So that's tonight's special. Now, I have been in mad collection of both of these because I intended, and I do sell these as kits when I sell in person, and we are going to some shows very soon, and so I've been building up for these. Jerry says, I learned to make sweet tea from an Alabama matriarch while in grad school. Probably why I picked up the Beatus. Jerry, that's terrible. Yeah. I'm sure that sweet tea is cheers, is gonna give me the Beatus, but darn, is it good? I'm sorry, it's so good. Okay, so I've been picking up punch cups everywhere. I've been picking up salt cellars everywhere. And you can get one of these two, pattern plus the punch cup, or pattern plus the salt cellar. And they are both on our website at, where is it? shop.muppin.com. And of course, we also have our new templates, which we showed you last week. We have had great feedback from the new vintage tufting templates. There's already people sharing their designs on Instagram for the vintage tufting templates, which came out last week. I'm very excited about them. And also, of course, don't forget our new book. There it goes. So you want to check both of those out because, it's really fun. Tonight's special, again, you can have either the template, or sorry, the pattern pincushion peppery salts, they're called. And they actually, the peppery salts, there's 4 different salt cellar versions in the pattern. These are just 3 of them, but you can see how they look in various different salt cellars. You will get a random salt cellar. More than likely it will be one of these like octagonal kind, which, have these really cool features on them. Anyway, I've been madly collecting these because I live in an area where there are a lot of antique stores, and that is very dangerous for me. It's really bad. I am the worst when it comes to these show. I can't stay out of the quilt or the antique stores. The quilt stores too, but the antique stores. I went this week. Now, this was not my first time there, but it was my first visit there. It's the first time I've been there since we bought the building. I can't remember. I think I took Charlie there once just to show him what it was like. But Hancock's of Paducah, the big fabric store here in town. And I went in to buy some fabric because all my fabric's in storage. And oh darn, I had to go buy some fabric. And so every once in a while, if you're in the area, you will be able to catch me at some of the local area shops. And I also had a really good friend who was making her way through Paducah who stopped by today. And we got to say hello. And so that was really nice. All right. Hello. So the fun thing is I did my nails, and of course, like right away, I got like marker on my hands. And so much for having a lovely manicure. Today, we have a giant bag that is not actually from Lowe's. This is just a reused bag of some of the things that I have been picking up here in Paducah. And I will tell you that this is not all that is out there. There's more. I leave much for you. So don't think like, oh, Cheryl's going to move to Paducah and then buy up all the stuff that I want. That is not what is happening. So this first one, these are, and this is really the first time I'm looking at this stuff since I bought it. So, oh, I thought I had more. I do have more, but I think the more is in my car. So you'll just have to deal with what I've got. So I was in the shop and I saw this like wad o fabric hanging, and I opened one of these out like this, and I can see that it is a cross-stitched quilt block, and it's got like stitch recommendations here. And it does have some wording here at the bottom. Designed by, well, what does that say? Does that say Noja of Fairway, St. Clair, Missouri? 50/50 poly cotton, crease resistant. And then, of course, some lot numbers. Now, if you've ever taken a look at some of these, there is a book that you can get that will help you identify kit quilts. So if you ever see quilts in the wild and you can't determine whether or not they're a kit or not, there are books that will help you identify that. This is very nicely stitched, and I don't even know how many blocks are here. So I see this wad o blocks hanging, and there's a tag on it, and it says, you know, 1999. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I bring it up to the counter, and the lady says all yellow tags are 50% off. So score for me. So I'm gonna unhook all these bad boys, and we're gonna see how many of these we have. But you know, I felt like this was a pretty good deal for about $10. So we've got one. It looks like they're all finished, so I don't think I have to do any of them. So there's 2, 3, and they're huge. They're 18 inches square, these blocks. 3, 4. Here's 4. 5. Yeah, see, this one is a little lighter, and this one looks like it has some bleed through of the actual, like this might have gotten wet. So you can see that the pattern there is not as dark. Does not also look like it's completely finished right here. And it's been done in a different cloth. It even looks like a different cloth altogether. So I don't know if I would include this one in the finished quilt if I had to. So, but that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here's 6. Wow, there's a lot here. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blocks, although I probably wouldn't use the 1. So I would say that there's 8 usable. Although the 1 could be a nice center block because it's a little bit different. Although they all look a little bit different. This one here, I know this is hard to see. I'm sorry. Tracy says, reminds me of stitching my mom and I did. Oh yeah, these are very, very, very common blocks that people would just just hand stitch them, and then you would move on to quilting it, putting it together and quilting it. So as you can see, right, you've got these ones here that are done and they're very dark. And this one here, which is done with like a little bit lighter purple, like lavender color, almost the same color as my nails. And so it looks like someone has done that with a couple of different shades on most of these. But they're not poorly done. Here's one where the it looks like a blue color was used. Probably because they were running out. There's a lot here. This again was the one that I think is not the same as the others. Perhaps was trying to copy or keep it, but it doesn't look the same as the others. It just doesn't even feel as dense, and the fabric even looks different to me. So I would probably leave that out, leaving 8 usable blocks with the possibility of putting that last one in the center. I would put it in the center if it was better done. So that is these blocks. Now, they do have, again, these suggested quilting areas. And so again, if you were, novice quilter, or you didn't know how you wanted to quilt all of this, that's definitely there for you as a guide. All of these blue marks are supposed to be able to wash out. So yeah, I thought this was a really cool thing. Daryl Joy, variegated floss. I don't think so, because there's no change in the certain areas. It does look like, even on the back, that they were done like in sections. So the lighter purple, then another lighter purple, and then the dark purple. So it does to me look like they it does look to me like they did do that themselves. So that, and they also variegated like which color green for the rest. So I just think that these were really lovely. They jumped right out at me, screamed for me to take them home, and so I did. One of these things is not like the other, absolutely. But yeah, so for $10, I got these in my local thrift shop, or what you want to call it, antique shop. Now, I am on the same street as 3 different antique stores. So that is super dangerous for me. I'm going to be so broke here. $10, either way, it says 20 on the tag, but everything in that store that had a yellow tag that day, yellow tags were 50% off. I just happened to come across that too. It wasn't like I planned it because, oh boy, can you imagine if I'm scoping things out? But now I will say too that in this area there are a lot of sewing antiques, and I'm very lucky. If you do follow along, we do have Heirloom Afternoon, which we film every Tuesday at 12 Central, 12 noon. And so if you get a chance to tune in or go to YouTube, you will see us at Heirloom Afternoon. So a lot of the antiques will show up on that show. This was a lot of fun. I'm calling this an unboxing. It's really an unbagging because it's in a sack, a grocery sack. Now these things I got in an antique store, and I have to say something about this. And I'm gonna toss this bag over there. I went to this antique shop, and did she leave the thing on there? No. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Like when they each have a different sticker on them, but they peeled the stickers off so that they could pay the people. So these two bags were individual, and I was like, well, of course they got to go together. You can't just separate these two and then not do anything with them. Who would buy just one? Now that also makes me wonder, were there more and I didn't get there in time? Probably. These blocks were really intriguing, and of course I have not opened these. I have no idea what is in here. Oh, they don't smell. That's good. And they seem like they're in really good shape. So you can see that we have some already blocks with the same fabric on them. So that is good. What do they call these blocks? Are they like orange peel? This is the orange peel shape, but I don't know what this interior is supposed to be. I don't know. I do not know, my friends. I would assume that you are to build these like in circles. I'm guessing. Like, how do you build this? Well, how would this block have gone together? I don't know. I feel like I need another. Oh, here. See? Right? Okay, so all you see is this, right? The thong. It's kind of what I see too, which is terrible. But let's assume that's not what's happening here. And we don't have. Do we have any more of the? Don't look like we have any more of that blue. Although this is close. Oh no, we do. It's in the other bag. A wedding quilt block. It does kind of have a wedding quilt look. Here's some more of that blue. Look, see, if I didn't buy the other bag, where would I have been? See, there's some right here. See, now I think it's supposed to be a circle. What do you think? Do you think it's supposed to be a circle? Because then how do you put this together? I think this is why somebody left these blocks all alone all this time. They're like, nah, I don't know how I would even put it together. So therefore, no one gets to put it together. Yeah, see if it kind of has a square, like you could almost put it together like a square, right? The panties are aligned. Right. Would you just applique these down? I'm gonna have to do some research on this block. So apparently there are 25 blocks per bag. So I don't think it's a lot. I wouldn't even say that there's like, I don't think there's enough to really make a whole quilt with just these little 50 blocks. You would need a lot more. Like a cathedral block without the folding, maybe. No, I don't believe so. I feel like they are supposed to be some kind of round. The other thing is you in some of these you can put these together and it will make like a toy, like a you know, it will be like a stuffed ball kind of thing. But I don't think that's what's going on. I think this is supposed to be some kind of like circle. I think there's supposed to be some kind of like rounds. But that is, you know, your guess is as good as mine. And like putting them together, right, is kind of weird because you know, you think, okay, well then these two go opposite and then these two go opposite. And can you continue to build it that way? I don't even know. So I'm running out of room on this little table, but yeah, I kind of see how that could go. There are a lot of them though, and they're neat. I mean, they're definitely weirdly made of shirtings and probably all kinds of different. I mean, they do feel like cotton. They don't feel. I don't feel any. Oh, there's two of the same. How about that? That was lucky draw. Right. So, can you put these together in kind of a block form? So that's a really good question, you know, and a lot of it is like, you know, sort of tilting the the panty shape. this panty underwear shape. So let's just look at what we've got here. We've got some, you know, greens and pinks. Look at this sort of yummy block. I love these kinds of colors together, that black, that pink, and that green. Those are traditional 30s colors. Also, for those of you that are interested, they are all hand stitched. So somebody went through some trouble here and had, you know, this lovely set of blocks that they never got around to finishing. And they all have, you know, that white little centerpiece, and it just makes me wonder like how this was supposed to be laid out. And it's entirely possible that they were even supposed to be super close together. Let's bring some of these out so that I can show you. But you know, if you were to take this same shape and put that here, you could almost see, you can start to see the rows. Let's overlap one just so that you can see what I mean. Okay, so you kind of see how this might have gone. And so all you would need to do, to keep going is to, put in some more white space. So it does have like these like big floral petal-y shapes that start to appear. Look at this one. It's like a cheater claw that got cut off. Isn't that cool? And then like the occasional solid. I have to say, like, I've been working on that 30s skull fabric or skull quilt from my English paper pieces. And the occasional 30 solid does wonders. Wonders. So, Tracy, I know you were the one who said you see these little panty shapes. I'm wondering if, these panty shapes just keep getting, if you keep putting them in here, what do you get? Like, do you get, do you get these star shapes? And is that something that you can extend? I don't know. This is the first time, like I was telling you, first time I'm seeing this block. So I think, yeah, look at that. So that should be, to me, that's how it's supposed to be. So probably I could take this shape and make a duplicate. And once I were able to duplicate this piece, that will help me piece the blocks together. Again, I don't know how big this would be. I would probably think it's like baby quilt size, tops. I don't think it would be very big. Look at that. Ugh. Yum. Look at that. That's like a modern fabric right there. What do you mean, Jerry? Explain yourself. What do you mean by wasted material? Why, that someone didn't finish it, or it ended up in a quilt, or in a in my possession? Ooh, look at that one. Yum. Yeah. So does it feel like a waste? I mean, somebody put all this together and then left it for someone else, like me. Did you keep some vintage fabrics after your downsizing? If so, I could add. Tracy, I got rid of nothing. Much to my husband's terrifying chagrin. He is very unhappy that I did not get rid of anything. I kept it all. So other than what I had been already destashing. Oh, Jerry, if I'm layering orange peels over each other, yeah. No, what I mean is, what I would do is I would fill in with the white fabric, and so I wouldn't have to overlay them. I agree with you. If I overlaid them, that is wasteful. What I would do is I would reproduce this piece here and then use that to fill in the voids. So yeah. Tracy, there was a sale. There's always a sale. And can I tell you, these two bags, two little Ziploc bags of blocks were $7 a piece. And I would be sad if my handwork was reduced, all this work here, if that was reduced to $7, $14 for these two bags of hand-pieced orange peel sections. We'll just call them orange peel slices. But I just find that, again, like, you went through all this trouble. I felt like it should not stay in the antique store any longer. It looks like these bags look like they have been there a while. They're not necessarily new. So these lovelies came home with me, and now I will try to find a use for them very, very soon. I don't have my sewing room set up. All of that's upstairs, and it's not set up right now. We still are waiting for our architect to provide us our architectural drawings, and that process includes us getting not just the architectural drawings, but the like basically the construction plan, right? So like demo and lights and all the things that I'm supposed to do first and second and third and all that. So he's still working on that. So we don't live here in the building yet. So that's coming. Sarah, you can put them back into circles so the blank diamond shapes are the centers. And then the edge pieces to the pieces you've got are just like traditional. And the four of them would meet in the center like a diamond. Ooh, that's a good idea too. I'm gonna have to really look at the layout, or like what I need is my my design wall, right? So I can slap these suckers up on the wall and really get to playing. Tracy, someone's this is so true, and I do feel this way. It does add to my work in progress list, right? My or my UFO pile, my unfinished object pile. But it is honoring someone else's work, and I do agree with that. I just can't leave these things in a store. I have to save them. They're just so precious, and they don't stink. That's really important. So that is not the last thing that I have. I have one more, and my husband was with me when I got this one, and he said, "Do you think the lady opened it in front of you to make sure you weren't stealing anything?" And I was like, "Geez, Louise," because the lady. I bought this at the antique shop, and she she opened it up, and we all laid it out on the counter, and I was like, "What is happening?" And Charlie was there, and he's like, "That was really weird. Do you think she was trying to make sure you didn't like steal anything, like stuff something inside the bag?" I was like, "I don't know." Okay, so as you can see already, right off the bat, we've got little hand embroideries, and this is I think this is a child's quilt that is in pieces. It is not, there's like pieces here with which to finish this quilt, or it was together and it has been unsewn, but there's at least two borders here. But that does not look like it is enough to finish this little guy. So I think somebody has tried to start like pulling it apart, maybe. I don't know. But let's take a look at they're like little Cupid dolls. If you're not familiar with the Cupid doll, they were dolls. they kind of have that little cupie face a little bit, but these were commonly referred to as penny squares, or and they were either iron-on transfers, or they were pre-printed fabric panels, and you did the embroideries. And so we've got lots of little kids in here. So we've got little Susie skips a lot. She's running. She, you know, and we've got I'm gonna show you my bloomers. And you got a little fiddler kid. Now, I am not a fan of this fabric at all. It actually even has that like nasty kind of polyester feel to it. It's really gross. This stuff, I want it to get out of here. Maybe that's what the person is doing. We've got Florence here picking some flowers. And we've got little Johnny Sings a Lot. I don't know if these are what they're called. I'm just making this up. And then you've got little Billy here and his dog, and he looks like he's gonna sick this dog on this kid here, who now looks like he's just begging for his life. He's like, please don't get me with the dog. So they're quite amusing. This is the first time I'm seeing this, short of when this woman opened up this bag in front of me. We've got a little stargazer, or no, she's probably blowing a horn. She's blowing a horn. Otherwise, this would be up on her, by her eye. I like her little red hair though. Oh, we've got, look, we got Cheryl and Charlie here. Isn't that cute? That's very sweet. And then another little boy who is, I don't know, he looks bored. He's looking at the flowers. We've got little Susie here. She's like waving her hanky. We've got another little boy and his dog. Another little dog. He's real cute. And then this is the last one. Looks like he is coming with his flowers behind his back. So this quilt, again, was supposed to be a baby quilt. I would say this material feels like 50s, 60s era. There's tons of poly in this. I can feel the poly. I can feel it. Feel the poly. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, are there more than that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12. 12 penny square embroidery blocks. The whole bag was $12 even. So $1 a block. $1 a block. You can't even buy these now for unembroidered for $1 a block. So it does, like I said, look like either there was running out of material or reused material in some other project. And then it just kind of got down here to the end, and it is machine stitched. So for those that are interested in that, we've got machine stitching here. And so that's good to know. But somebody did, they hand embroidered these really well. They're not poorly stitched. I would probably even go so far to say that they could have been a child who embroidered them. But yeah, so I think they're really adorable. And I remember could only see part of this, this much of it in this bag. It is a Ziploc bag, and it was labeled $12. And then she kind of unfolded it, but I think she was just like, like, I think Charlie was right. I think she was trying to make sure I wasn't taking anything. Whatever, lady. So we've got some new vintage linens in here, and I gotta say, I'm in trouble if this is the kind of stuff I'm gonna find all the time. Like, I know it's only $10 and $12 and $14, but they add up. And so please contribute to my fund for buying more vintage linens. I am apparently very shady looking when I go into these fabric store, or not fabric stores, vintage stores. They look at me like, what does this lady want? I went into one and I knew what I wanted. I had been there before and I had seen it and I left it behind. And so I said, oh, well, I already know what I want. I know you're closing. And so I went and I went to go get the item, and I was back, and she was like, oh, that was quick. And I'm like, oh, I had been in here before. So there was that. Tonight, the special, the evening, is these lovely punch cups and the pattern to make this punch cup pincushion, or the peppery salt cellar pincushion pattern with a random salt cellar from my collection. And I have lots of punch cups and I have lots of salt cellars. So you will get, if you order more than one, I will make sure that you get 2 different kinds. But these are a lot of fun. This was one of our heirloom sewing technique of the month boxes, and we are bringing those back. They're coming back. We're going to release one for pre-order in September. So be sure to you'll hear all about it, of course, here on Muppin Sewing Emporium, but you will also find out all about it on our email. So if you have not signed up for our email yet, let me pull that up. You want to go to bit.ly Superstar Sewist, and when you sign up for this, you get access to our special private secret thread quarters. And while you are in the secret thread quarters, there's a coupon in there. You can use that coupon anytime you want on anything you would like to buy, including our book or our new templates or our special. This special is only for 1 week. So if you do not buy it tonight, it will be available all week. But then after then, it is gone and it will go away. We haven't had this special around since the beginning of the year. So this one only comes around every once in a while as my stock increases. So the website for signing up for our email list is bit.ly/Superstar Sewist. I'm going to drop this in the comments so that you can go to it easier. So let me do that. I'm going to drop that bad boy right there into yonder comments. And Let's do there. Let's do it everywhere. We're also co-streaming tonight to YouTube, which we haven't done in a while. And so we're here on the Quilter Shopping Network, as we always are. And we are also on over on the yonder on the Facebook, on the Muppin.com Facebook page. And we're also live through the power of the internet on we're also on YouTube. So I really do hope that you join us on Tuesday at 12 noon Central. That's when we're going to be doing Heirloom Afternoon. We've got some new products that we're going to test out over on Heirloom Afternoon. Very excited about that. We also will be unboxing some more heirloom stuff. Different stuff than what we have here. I'm also working on some new patterns and some new products. I know there's no rest for the wicked, and I am very, very evil. and I have lots and lots of stuff going on. Again, tonight, if you want the peppery salt pincushion, you'll get a random salt cellar, or the punch cups, you'll get a random punch cup. The special is over on our website, shop.muppin.com. And once you get there, you will definitely want to check out the special. It's only for 1 week, so hurry up and get it before it's gone. And, there's 4 different patterns in the peppery salt pattern, which is very exciting. And this is the way to get the printed patterns. So if you don't normally get the printed patterns, you got the PDF patterns. This is a way to get the printed versions, and you'll get that along with your punch cup or with your salt cellar. I actually got a new, oh, look at that popped out. I got a new salt cellar the other day, and it came in the mail. Like, I had ordered it. Like, I'm a fiend for eBay. At night when I am bored, which isn't very often, but at night when I am bored, I sit and I scroll through eBay and make bids on things I shouldn't. And do you do that too? Does anyone else do that? Okay, no, just me. All right then. So I found a salt cellar that it's beautiful. It's super ornate, and it's got all these like cut, crystal cuts in it, and it's a colored crystal, so it's colored, and then it sits on a silver plate. eBay is just as bad as all the vintage shops around here, let me tell you, because I'm such a sucker for a good eBay listing. And it is really easy to find really cool stuff over, on eBay. But I found this salt cellar. I'll bring it next week so you can see it, and maybe I will even have a pincushion in it. It also came with a little salt spoon, which 9 times out of 10, whenever I am buying or seeing salt cellars, I do not ever see the spoons. But this one, it came with a little, the little tray, the salt cellar itself in a little silver spoon in the shape of a star. And I was like, that's it. I have to have you. And then the mysterious package arrives at the house, and my husband is like, what's that? And I'm like, I'm not kidding. And he usually says, is that fabric or is it in antique. And I'm like, I don't want to say. The sad part is it's really, it could be either one, and he would not be wrong. But so yeah, tonight's little goodies. I hope you enjoyed that. Do not forget, we've got shop.muppin.com. We've got new stuff. We also just placed an order for brand new catalogs. So all of our new things just got updated in the catalog. I don't know if you have ever gotten one of our catalogs. If you've gotten one of our catalogs before, go ahead and let me know in the comments. They do normally come with our orders, but we have been out since we moved. And then we couldn't find them. And then we found them, but then we had so many orders that we used them all up. And so I placed a new order for brand new catalogs today. And I like getting a catalog, but that's because I'm old school. And so if you are old school like me and you like flipping through a catalog, we have new ones coming. I'm very excited. So those are on the way. And we have, again, lots of good, excellent feedback about our new vintage tufting templates. New stuff. Go follow on Instagram. There's people using them already, and they're so lovely. And I'm so excited about that. Don't forget, we've got super awesome sale going on right now, and Tuesday will be Heirloom Afternoon. It's busy. We're busy. It's a good thing. Like I said, the start of the video, I'm trying out new hair product. I think it's decent. I do not normally, this is my natural wave. I do not have, I don't put curls in my hair. And so this product, you put it in, let your hair just dry, and it's not bad. I kind of like it. And oh my gosh, my hair appointment is next week. It's next week. I know. Thank God. Oh, and that's right. We will not be here next week. Shoot. We'll have to run a rerun in its place. Maybe I will pre-record a little happy video for you for next week. So yeah, me, this sweet tea, we're gonna go see what's going on in the neighborhood, because tonight here in beautiful downtown Paducah, it is cocktail trail night. And you buy a cocktail passport, and then you take that passport to all the businesses who participate, and you get a little drink. I think they're real small. They're like this big. So you get a little drink, and you get to meet everybody, and you get to see all these businesses downtown. I think it's a really great idea if you're in the food industry. So I've got some ideas for what we can do downtown here in Paducah for some quilt trails, maybe some quilt fun shop hop type things that can go on all the time. So since Paducah is such a tourist and destination sort of bucket list place for quilters, I would say, why not be part of that downtown fabric and, see how we can make that happen. My friends, I'm going to go, like Jerry says. I'm going to go get my cocktail on. I'm not going to drink. I'm just going to watch and see what's going on downtown. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Take care of yourself. Go make a really awesome project for yourself this weekend. Start something new you haven't tried before. I will see all of you Not next week. It'll be the week after. But Mr. Spooky will be here. Thank you. Good night. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy weekend. Bye.